Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas out there in the land of America. How is everybody? What is going on? How is everybody today? Let me fix my microphone here because I just set this bad chicken up right here. Let me slide this bad chicken this way a little bit. There it is. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. So this way is to the right. How is everybody? So just so you guys know, during this live stream, I'm going to change it. I have lowered the price of Trifolds down to $20. I have lowered the price of the Fifth Amendment cop card driver and non-driver that I mail to you for $8. The hoodies are now in. We don't stop. Hoodies are now in. We have a few mediums, a half a dozen large. We've got a dozen and a half XL, dozen and a half double XL, double and a half, dozen and a half triple XL. We have the hoodies are now in. I lowered the price on everything for this live stream so that people could get trifolds for Christmas. I put them down to $20. I put the 5A cop card down to $8. $8. I just want to make sure that everybody can get the products over Christmas. You know what I mean? We've had a good year. We've worked hard all year. Got your order, Wyatt. So just so you guys know, the first order of hoodies will go out on Monday. First orders of hoodies will go out on Monday. There's the front, and I'll show you the back. There's the back, Team DLZ. Obviously, this one was still in a box. This has been in a box. So yeah, I just lowered the price down for absolutely everything so that you guys could get the stuff. 5A cop cards are now $8, $8 a piece. That's pretty much my cost. So. But let's do it. Let's get as many people the 5A cop cards as we possibly can. And I came on this live to, my friend is here. What's going on? What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Nice to see you, my friend. Good to see you. I just wanted to come on and talk a little bit about what's going on in Ironton, Ohio. I premiered a video earlier today, about 30 minutes ago, where I've had several parents and young girls who are in high school have contacted me or my informants in Ironton, Ohio. They're telling me that Evan McKnight and that Deputy Hanshaw, who works for the Lawrence County Sheriff's Department, are grooming and raping high school girls. This is the information I'm getting, and it's not one source, it's multiple. At this point, I talked to my confidential informants. There's two different informants who are telling me the information in Ironton, Ohio right now. And I talked to my informants, and these are extraordinarily young people. These people are very young, and they don't have anything for any reason to lie to me. The parents of these girls in the high schools who are being groomed and then sexually assaulted by McKnight and Hanshaw have come forward. The parents have come forward and told the story of their high school girl being groomed and raped by McKnight and by Hanshaw. Apparently, Hanshaw is making girls perform oral sex on him. And the caveat is that if the girls do not perform oral sex on Hanshaw, that he will charge them with crimes and arrest them. Now, what we know about sexual predators is documented. You can get this in any psychology book, any sort of psychology today. What we know about sexual predators is that it is compulsory. They are compelled to commit crimes against children. Now, as you guys know, on this channel, we exposed Jonathan Spuljarek. Jonathan Spuljarek, after we exposed him for being a pedophile, he resigned from the Lawrence County Sheriff's Department. And the reason why Jonathan Spuljarek doesn't file a lawsuit against me for defamation is because I can prove that Jonathan Spuljarek raped that high school girl. And then his brother, shortly after Jonathan Spuljarek resigned in shame, his brother, Bradley Spuljarek, who I also outed as being a drug dealer on this channel, is now in prison for a year for being a drug dealer. So now I'm sitting on this channel for the third time in the past 2 years and telling the parents of Ironton, Ohio, the cops are raping your girls in the high school. The police in your local community are grooming girls as young as junior high school and then raping them when they get into high school. That's what's happening in the community of Ironton, Ohio, in the Lawrence County of Ohio. That's what's happening. And I can no longer remain quiet. I've been hearing these stories now since I was in Ironton. I talked to 2 different high school girls, one who told me she was raped by Spoljaric, the other one who denied it. I said, hey, I'm hearing rumors that you're being raped, that you have had a sexual relationship with Spoljaric. And she denied. I talked to her best friend. Her best friend said she's lying. She's told me, she's confided in me that Spoljaric is sleeping with her. She was 15 years old. That's what's happening in Ironton, Ohio. And I will not remain quiet. I will not remain quiet when I know what's going on. I don't have that disease inside of me. I'm not attracted to children. However, the local police department in Ironton, Ohio is raping your children in Ironton, Ohio. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? This is not a joke. This isn't a drill. I don't need to say these things. I don't need people to pay attention to what I'm saying. I need you to pay attention if you have a junior high school or high school girl in Ironton, Ohio. I need you to go talk to your daughter. I need you to make sure that in their phone, through their Snapchat, JBug827, whatever Jonathan Spoljaric's was, we found out he was sending dick pics. We found out he was grooming and then raping the girls in the high school. One girl for sure. I can prove it. So at this point, I can no longer remain quiet. I told Brad, my confidential informant, that's not his name, but I told Brad, I said, look, Brad, I'm taking the last phone call we did and I'm airing it. And he was like, you know what, dude, do it. Do it. And then I threw in some misinformation in there just to make sure that we would throw people off the trail of who the confidential informants are. But these are young people. These are people who are involved with the people in the high school. And if you live in Ironton, Ohio, or in the Lawrence County area, if they're doing it in Ironton, Ohio, who's to say they're not doing it in South Point or in Hanging Rock? Or who's to say they're not doing it in Ashland or Huntington? How do you know it's not happening there? If they are allowing if they're allowing the police to patrol or monitor high school students, what Hanshaw is doing, according to the reports I'm getting, my dog's crying. Okay. Come on, Charlie. You can go up. There you go. That's what's happening. That is what is happening, whether I like it or not, whether I want to sit here and talk about this disgusting thing that's happening right now. This is not what I chose to do. I did not want to be here telling you guys. I wanted to do a hoodie, and I dropped the trifolds down to $20. I've never sold them. I've never put trifolds on sale. I'm doing it so you guys can get the trifold in your car for $20. That's why I'm doing it. I'm doing it for sure. And then I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but I redesigned the trifold. Any typos are now out of here. $20 trifolds, $20 for the trifold now over Christmas right here so that people can get them. I didn't want to sit here today and talk about Ironton, Ohio. I didn't want to give McKnight and Hanshaw the attention, but unfortunately the attention that they have created forces my hand here. I talked to Brad and I said to Brad, listen, Brad's a young guy. He's a young guy. And he's got his finger on the pulse of what's happening with the pigs in Ironton, Ohio. And he's heard the story from the high school girl who Hanshaw made her blow him, made her suck him off. Do you understand that? So to the parents of Ironton, eventually you will see this. You will hear this. This is not a joke. This isn't a drill. I'm doing fine in life. I don't need to create some BS and create some drama. The people here in Team DLZ are massively supportive of me and my mission and what I'm doing. So personally, I'm insulated by all these wonderful people. I don't need to spin drama for your life and cause you panic because I need attention. I don't. I haven't been live in 2 days. I don't need the attention. What I need you to do is to get Hanshaw and McKnight suspended. What they're doing is arresting friends and family members of the girls that they're grooming and raping. That's what's happening. It's real. This isn't a drill. This isn't a joke. It's really happening in Ironton, in Lawrence County. The local police are grooming and then raping the girls when they get into high school. I don't want that to be true. It's not fun for me. This isn't a good time on Christmas time. And, by the way, when I talked to Brad and I talked to Tim, not Tim Lyons, a different Tim there in the local area. I got a couple guys there, and there's one girl as young as 14 years old who is telling me what's happening, who has witnessed Hanshaw kick all the other girls out of the bathroom while he pats down this one girl to check her for drugs. That's what's happening in Ironton, Ohio. It's extraordinarily real. I've been told these reports now for over a year that what's going on is they are grooming and then pedophiling the high school girls. And for me personally, I find it absolutely disgusting. I find it disgusting. I find it disgusting. You can't wait till a girl's 18, 19, 20 years old. You can't wait till she's 18. And even then, I guess if you're a young guy, 19, 20 is fine. But you get to a point where you say to yourself, why is this happening? And the reason why is because the girls have told the confidential informant. The reason they're afraid to come forward is because there's no leadership in Ironton who will suspend these cops. These cops very well could pay very close attention to who McKnight and who Hanshaw charges or arrests in the next couple weeks, next month. If those cops don't get suspended, those cops will retaliate against the girls that they're raping. They didn't want to come forward and they're afraid to. You heard me talking to Brad on that recorded phone call, and Brad is deathly afraid of exposing. He went to high school with this girl. He knows her. He knows her. She's telling him the story of her being raped. This is the entire point of media. This is what the Fourth Estate is supposed to do. We are supposed to hold government officials accountable. And in Ironton, Ohio, they are overseeing the local PD be pedophiles. That's what's happening. Sam Cramblett was just reelected for mayor, and then he lost himself on a drunken bender for several days. No one heard from him for several days. So there's no leadership. McKnight, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you, buddy. I'm going to expose you. I'm going to get you arrested, McKnight. You and I are not done, son. You think a misdemeanor warrant is going to stop me? I'll be back, McKnight, and I'm taking you out. You're getting off. You're off the ride, buddy. You're going to get fired, and you're going to get charged, and you're going to go to prison, McKnight. You're going to go to prison. The new series that I have coming out, I highlight McKnight. McKnight is a jackboot thug pig who is an abuser. He's violent. He's inhumane. And now I have reports from the young girl that McKnight is a pedophile, a groomer, and a rapist. And I don't say these things lightly. My reputation, my name, my face, my brand, my company, my person, everything that I am is on the line. This is a huge risk for me to do this. I can no longer remain silent. In Ironton, Ohio, the local police are grooming and then pedophiling the high school girls. They start to groom them as young as 11, 12, 13 years old in junior high school. We know the modus operandi that Bradley Spuljarek did when he groomed a junior high school girl and then he raped her in high school. He groomed her in junior high school and then raped her in high school. Jonathan Spuljarek has resigned in shame. That doesn't mean he's been prosecuted. The local super cops, BCI of Ohio, are a joke. It has to be you, the parents, the local city council. The local city council is a joke. Chris Perry, Sam Cramblett, they're all a joke. Parents, you need to get the pitchforks and you need to get those cops fired. You need to get McKnight and Hanshaw suspended until you find out who those high school girls are. And just so you know, we have 3 girls now on the record. 3 girls who are telling me Hanshaw and McKnight are raping high school girls. We have 3 now. That means that if you know anything about being a sexual predator, it's compulsory. They can't stop themselves. They're compelled to be pedophiles. And so that's what they do when they have an opportunity to groom or molest a 13, 14, or 15-year-old girl. They can't stop themselves. If they're put in a position of trust, and if they believe that they won't get caught and that the people above them will protect them and cover for them, and the people below them will not report them, it is compulsory. They have to do it. It's inside of them. It's internal. It's a mental sickness. McKnight, I'm going to get you, buddy. I've got 1 girl now. I guarantee you there's another, and I guarantee you there's another. These pigs are raping the local young girls. You are not a man, McKnight. You are not a man, Hanshaw. And everybody saw what Hanshaw did to Ed Kinsler. Isn't it ironic that he won a settlement and then just a couple days later they found him dead in the creek? Isn't that amazing? How'd that happen, I wonder? I guess he just went down to the creek to go swimming after he won that settlement. You think that happened? I don't think so. I apologize. I'm sorry that this is what the live stream is today, but I need the parents of Ironton, Ohio to get the pitchforks. It's time to rise up. I'm getting reports from multiple high school girls. I'm getting reports from multiple confidential informants that the local Ironton Police Department and people within the Lawrence County Sheriff's Department are grooming and raping the high school girls. I don't understand that. I don't get it. I don't understand what would make somebody want to molest a young girl. I don't get it. I don't understand. So it has to be said. So I wanted this to be how are we doing on sound? You guys got me okay? Can you hear me okay? Let me check this. Is the sound okay? Are we all right there? So I got all the hoodies up. The hoodies are up online. The t-shirt, after I start to teach constitutional law scholar, I will show you guys the t-shirts. I dropped the Trifold down to $20. The Trifold right now is $20. I put it down to $20. And this is right now $20. Order multiple. Get 2 or 3 so that you can give them away because I'm going to raise it back up after this live stream. I can't afford to do that. You know what I mean? There's a cost on these. And so I dropped the price of the Fifth Amendment cop car down to $8. These are $8 now. So you can get a couple pairs of Fifth Amendment cop cards for $16, which is really, I mean, it is what it is. But it's fine. It's Christmas time. Everybody, it's not always about making a huge profit. It's about getting the word out and sharing with people in the wealth of knowledge. And so I just cannot believe it. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly correct. I just cannot believe what I'm hearing and seeing happening. So as you guys know, Constitutional Law Scholar is 2024. So I do have Constitutional Law Scholar t-shirts that are going to be coming out for 2024. I'm not going to put these out just yet, but I do have Constitutional Law Scholar coming out. And then this is here's the back of the t-shirt here. So there it is. Can't see what you guys see. That's it. So I'll have these bad chickens coming out next month when I really take the time to teach. I figured out a perfect format for Constitutional Law Scholar, a way that I can teach it so that people can really wear their t-shirt where they say they're a Constitutional Law Scholar as well. And that's kind of the whole point. So these t-shirts will come online, I guess, by the end of January or so. But I can't stress this enough. I mean, if you guys saw earlier, the video earlier, maybe I'll just re-show that video right now for people who didn't see it, because there's more people here than who were on the premiere for that video that I showed earlier today. I got a couple phone calls this past couple weeks. Well, I've gotten phone calls for the past year about the cops in Ironton, Ohio, kicking all the other girls out where they pat down one girl in the bathroom. That's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting. You don't pat down high school girls. That is just disgusting. I don't know why I have to come on here And I have to sit here and tell the parents of Ironton, I warned you guys when I was there a year ago about the pat downs in the bathroom. Why is it that nothing is being done? Why is it that nothing is being done about these pat downs that are happening in the bathroom? I know a few of you guys already saw this, but I'm going to show a couple minutes of it.
At the high school when he pats girls down in the women's bathroom. Now, Evan McKnight from IPD, Henshaw's from the county sheriff.
But didn't you tell me that he got a from that girl?
Yeah. And she was scared, and then she was really tore up for
She was scared and she was tore up, Brad told me.
a while, and then she finally told her parents that they don't want to do anything because they're scared of retaliation. Well, Bobby Ackerman's a slumlord here. He's got drug houses, and he's invested in these hotels and Frisch's and other. I mean, it's so corrupt.
It has to be stopped. You understand that? It has to be stopped. So I don't know how that's going to happen, but it has to happen. He has to be stopped.
I know. I'm trying.
Everybody hit the like button if you would, please, and then put in the comment section OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. Hit the like button.
Nobody else will speak up about anything.
Why don't you give me those parents' phone numbers and I'll call them.
Well, I don't know. I will ask them if they don't care. I'm going to ask their permission first because they may be a little intimidated by you.
I don't care about that, but what I care the most about is Hanshaw is raping girls in that high school.
I don't know that he's female.
Listen, if you make someone suck your, that's
yes.
Well, okay, I understand that.
It's only a matter of time before he expands that into bend over, and he's already done that. If he's being so great, say blow me or you're going to go to jail, and then arresting the girl's brother.
He's doing it. No, that was Evan, not Henshaw's.
Other cops and girls in the high school. Something has got to blow the lid off this.
Yes.
I know, but I do not want, these parents will not speak out. They're too afraid. I'm not going to expose them.
I'm just hear me out for a second. As soon as people find out, there's other girls. It is compulsory. They are compelled to do it. They cannot stop. There are other girls in that high school right now who are being raped. Right now. They could be being raped tonight. Something has got to be done. Something has got to be said. And that's the fact. It's happening. If Evan's raping the girl, putting her phone behind his bed so she can't get to it, if Hanshaw's saying, suck my cock or you're going to jail, and she's blowing him, that's happening with more than these two women.
I understand that, but only a few have contacted me. They're scared. I can't force these people to tell me they're scared.
Okay, but we have the stories.
I'm not going to endanger these kids by bringing it out. Now I know what's happened, and I'm just letting them. I'm not peppering them with questions. I told them when you're ready, you call me and I will help you.
Let me take it a step further. Okay, I know for a fact that Jonathan Spoljaric groomed a girl from junior high school, return high school. I know this to be an absolute, total fact. And if he was a copper in that tri-state area, sheriff or Ironton PD, whatever he was, if he did that, there is a pattern and practice of the police in that town raping high school girls. And they pass it from cop to cop. And right now you have two predators, could be a third in Ironton or the Lawrence County Sheriff's Department in Ironton PD. So what I'm telling you is something has to give. You have to. If you need my help, I'll help you. Whatever you need, but you have to break it open. There's more than those two girls.
Brad's a young guy, and I realized when I was talking to him that he's a young guy and that he's not in the position to break this wide open. And so before I aired this video, I called him and said, "Hey, Brad, I'm going to expose this." And he said, "Do it," because he's a young guy. He's not equipped to take on the power structure that is in the Lawrence County Sheriff and in the Ironton Police Department. So, hey, Brad, you did everything you were supposed to do. You brought this to somebody who would expose it, and I am exposing it now.
Right now. That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, I understand that. I do.
It's pathological. They can't stop themselves. It's compulsory. They have to do it. If they have the opportunity to be a predator, they will. That means I know there's more than those two girls going on right now. So I'm putting this in your lap, and when you go to sleep tonight, good luck.
Well, I don't sleep much at night.
Okay.
Okay, I'm working on it, and I will ask these parents, and they will not want to be on video. They will not want to. They're scared. They have daughters, and people have grandkids, and they live in Ironton, and they don't have money to move. This is hell for people here.
Could you even imagine that you find out from your daughter that the local police have groomed her and then made her suck off one of the cops? And the daughter who has to tell you that is sick. She's sick. She's mentally going through sickness because she's being treated as a sex object, and she's a teenager by a man who has a badge and a gun on. Could you even imagine it? Could you even imagine if you were poor, you didn't have any money, you didn't have any resources, you didn't have the knowledge, you didn't have the power, you didn't have the finance, and your daughter is coming to you. So you go to Brad, who is a young guy, but he's thriving and he's getting himself going in that town. And you tell Brad what's going on because he's a mover and a shaker. And Brad says, I want to help you, but I don't know what to do. So Brad calls me and says, what do I do, Chille? What do I do? Listen.
It's crazy. I just don't want to throw out something that don't have confirmed. You know what I mean?
You do have it confirmed.
Yes.
They're afraid. They came to you to be the courage. And now the question is, are you going to be the courage? They're too afraid to do it themselves. Kid
That's
comes
right.
to me, 8 years old, says, Uncle, my tooth is loose. I said, do you want me to do it? Yes. Okay. Out goes the tooth.
I totally understand.
The kids came to you and said, we want you to do it.
The parents contacted me.
They came to you and said, we're too big of cowards. We need you to do this. That's what happened.
I know.
Okay, so ball's in your court. Hit, knock it out of the freaking park. Expose them.
Now, Brad has a fairly popular Facebook page. Some people in town, obviously Brad is not his name. Brad has a Facebook page that he participates in the local pages, and he's pretty active on Facebook. And so I asked him to expose it. I asked him a week ago. I've been sitting on this for a week every day, just sick knowing that all the cop has to do is text the girl and tell her, as soon as your parents go to bed, just sneak out and run down to the car. And then she will. And then if anybody catches them, the cop can say, I was just getting this girl. She was out past curfew. There's a myriad of excuses that can be created once you are an official and there's no third party to oversee what the pigs are doing. Remember, I believe Blankenship is now the captain of the Ironton Police Department. The same Blankenship who people told me he was running cover for his dad, who's the drug dealer of Lawrence County. This is confidential informant information stuff. I'm airing a lot of it on American Patriot. A ton of it's going to come out on American Patriot. I changed the voices of all the confidential informants so that you guys can hear the confidential informants tell me right into my ear that Blankenship is a drug dealer, the older Blankenship, and that Brad and Chance, Brandon and Chance Blankenship are running cover. This is what I'm being told. I have recordings of this, or I can be sued. I can be sued for defamation. However, if I can prove my sources, then I can't be sued for defamation, and I will not out who my sources are. So it's absolutely beyond the pale. So this is happening in Ironton, Ohio now, right now. I wanted to do a live stream and talk about, hey, trifolds are on sale for $20. I've never lowered the price of the trifold. I just lowered it to $20. That's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted you guys to get 2 or 3 of these while we got them going out for cheap. I'm just so upset about what's happening to the young girls in the high school there. And I've been hearing this story for a year.
You now have multiple sources that this is going on. This is what's happening. I'll back you up.
Okay.
Make it a atomic bomb. You make an announcement. You make an announcement tomorrow night, next night, whenever you're going to do it.
On his Facebook page.
A bomb.
I asked him to make an announcement on his Facebook page. I didn't realize I was asking a young guy too much. I was asking too much of a young man.
And the reason you're exposing this is because you need other girls to come forward. You know there's more girls.
Oh, I know.
Tonight, they could be being raped. Tonight. Sneak out of your window. Sneak out your window when your parents go to bed. Okay.
That's all they have to say. All the cop has to say is sneak out your window when your parents go to bed. If you catch a high school girl at a cop car at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, the cop can flash his light at you and say, "What are you doing? I'm doing official business here." There's no third party to check on him. And the supervisors there are the captain of the Ironton Police Department is Blankenship, who we know is an abuser. I've got dozens and dozens of recorded phone calls with people who tell me Blankenships are abusers and they beat people and they're inhumane and they hurt people. That's what I'm getting back. That's what I'm hearing back. I mean, these are simple facts. I wish I didn't have to tell you this. To the parents of Ironton, Ohio, whatever opinion you may have of me, I'm warning you now. To the parents of Ironton, Ohio, I've gotten a dozen reports that the cops are patting the high school girls down in the bathroom and kicking the other girls out. Why would I make this up? Talk to your daughter. Talk to your son. Find out if what I'm saying is true. To the parents of Ironton, Ohio, please, this is not a drill. This is real. This is happening in your town, in your high school. Can't you make basic amendments? Can't you make it so that only women can go into women's bathrooms to pat down the maturing high school girls' bodies? Is that a fair thing to ask for? That there be a female officer who attends the women's bathrooms and not Hanshaw going into the women's bathroom in high school? You don't want trans women in the women's bathroom, do you? Why do you want a cop with a badge and a dick in the bathroom patting down your high school girl as he kicks the other girls out of the bathroom? That's what I'm hearing from multiple sources. Hanshaw's a predator. McKnight is a predator, just like Jonathan Spuljarek was a predator. I don't know what else I can do or say. I'll be back after my warrant in Ohio is quashed, but I can't do anything from here. The parents of Ironton have got to pick up the ball. They don't have female officers. They don't have a female officer, says Butch the Original. Well, then maybe they should hire one. Maybe there should be a female there. I mean, this is not a gigantic request for the parents of Ironton, Ohio, to go to the city council and say, "We have not seen the fire, but there's a lot of smoke." There's a journalist putting his name, his reputation. He's outing Brad, the confidential informant. Brad's not going to talk to me too much anymore. I put too much pressure on him because I kept telling him, out this, out this, out this. And it was too much. But I can't remain silent anymore. Why would you, the parents of Ironton, Ohio, after I give you this report, why would you agree to letting men in the high school bathroom of the women? Why would you agree to that? That's sick. You're not doing your job. You're a bad parent. If you're hearing my report now and your ass isn't down at the city council saying, why are there male cops in the female bathroom of young, maturing 14 to 18-year-old girls? Why are there male cops in the bathroom at the high school in Ironton, Ohio? It's a fair, God-blessed question. And why aren't you doing something about it? I was there a year ago. I was down on the main street in Ironton. Some douchebag parent came running out and saying, "You're endangering our children." It's on the news on KZAC, whatever the channel is. Am I endangering your children? Or are you not listening? You're endangering your children in Ironton, Ohio. You are a bad parent. You're a bad parent. Your children, when we find out that the cops are molesting the girls, when enough girls finally come forward, there is more than these 2 or 3 girls. There are more girls. We need the young girls to come forward. I will not say who you are. I will not out you. I need you to contact me and tell me your story. I will not out you. I did not out Brad. I will not out the girls who come forward and tell me the stories of what the cops are doing in the bathrooms in the high school there. How many other local high schools have men going into the women's bathroom, ages 14 to 18, and patting the girls down? These are fair questions to ask. These are fair questions to ask. And there's people in here. My blood is boiling right now. There are people in the room right now who are not from Ironton, who are mad as hell. I came there a year ago and I warned you. I put my name, my face, my reputation on the line. I warned you. And now it's a year later. Another girl's been raped. McKnight, what he's doing, he takes the phone from the girl he's raping and he puts it behind his bed, rapes her, and then gets the phone out and gives it back to her. That's the report I have. Hanshaw makes the girl blow him, or she goes to jail and gets arrested. McKnight is arresting his victims' family members. This is the report I'm getting. I could sit here right now and just sell my products. Hey, buy my Trifold, buy my cop card. That's not what I'm doing. It's Christmas time. This isn't supposed to be the topic of conversation about the molestation by the cops in Ironton, Ohio, but that's what we're talking about here today. And when it comes to the abuse of young people, because I was abused as a young person, you guys can read my story in my book. I was abused as a kid, badly. And what I learned, I guess I can, Surrey. I guess I can, can't I? And I will. I will not shade, hide, tint, diminish, cover. I will not be untruthful. I will tell you the truth, whether it hurts me or not, whether people shame me or not. There are more than these 3 girls out of the high school. If you're one of the high school girls who's being raped by these cops in Ironton, Ohio, there's others. You're not alone. You're not alone. I promise you. I promise you. There's other girls it's happening to. That's why I need you to come forward. I need more people on the record. We got 3 girls right now. There's more. If we count the one from Jonathan Spuljarek, 4. That's 4 girls that I know of. 4 girls in a town of 10,000 people that are being sexually assaulted by the local police, that they have full-grown men with badges in the high school girls' bathroom, kicking out the other girls while they pat down this one bad girl. Trifolds are $20. I dropped the price by a third. I just don't have the enthusiasm. You need to have the Trifold in your car. I changed a few things. I changed the white square to black. I fixed all the typos on this. We have to get this stopped, Wyatt. That's exactly correct. When I talked to Brad on the phone, I said to him, listen to me. I said, I'm going to out this, Brad. I said, I'm going to out this. So I want you to say a couple things to me right now to get a little misinformation. There was a couple things in that recorded audio that I created to throw people off so they would have no idea who Brad is. But there's a couple things in that audio that are misinformation. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but there's few things in there there's a couple things in there that weren't true, just so that people wouldn't know who Brad was. And that's why I did it. So we have to stand up against what's happening. And it starts with the local parents of Ironton. This isn't one report, 2 reports, 3 reports. This is a dozen reports over the past year from people who've contacted me. A dozen people, at least. And then to the confidential informants, there's 2 different confidential informant. One informant has 3 girls that he's heard from. Because young girls, they look up to these guys who are 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Brad's a young guy. And so they look up to him because he's older and he's male. And so they went to him and told him. And then he sought out the other girl, got a hold of the other girl. She knows Brad from high school, and she told him, yes, it's happening. That's what's happening. So if you live in Ironton, Ohio, have you talked to your daughter? Have you taken a look at her Snapchat? Is McKnight, does he have a Snapchat? Does Hanshaw have a Snapchat where the messages disappear? These are fair questions because Jonathan Spuljarek had a Snapchat, JBug827, whatever his numbers were. It was JBug something. And then JBug, he deleted his Snapchat. He's resigned as a pig. Spuljarek, Jonathan Spuljarek, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get criminal charges on you. I'm going to get you charged criminally, Jonathan Spuljarek. I swear to God, I'm going to get you charged criminally, Spuljarek. I'm going to get you. You're going to end up in prison just like your brother. I'm going to get you, Jonathan. I swear to God, I'm going to get you. Eventually, I'm going to get that girl that you raped to testify against you. Eventually, I'm going to get it to happen. She's scared right now. She's scared, just like the other girls are scared. I'm going to get you, Spuljarek. I'm going to get charges put on you, you son of a bitch. And McKnight and Hanshaw, I'm going to get you. I swear on my Savior. I swear to Christ. I swear to Muhammad. I swear to Buddha. I swear to Krishna. I swear to God. I'm going to get you, pigs. You're going to be charged for raping these girls. I'm going to get you. Through every legal means possible, I'm going to get you. And I'm going to get you charged. That's what I'm going to do. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Hey, Soy Leal, did you get your package, man? Did you get your cards yet? I mailed you a bunch of stuff, Soy Leal. I mailed you a bunch of stuff. I hope you got it. I lowered the Trifold down to $20, you guys. I lowered it down $20 for today. I'm taking it off $20 today. I can't because I'm selling these for $8. I'm selling these pretty much for cost right now because I want you guys to get these in your stockings. $8. So, oh, you got yours, Angie? Thank God. I'm happy to hear that. Well, I took over all shipping, and so I do all the shipping. Your sweatshirts aren't going to mail out till Monday. Your hoodie sweatshirts, I'm not going to be able to mail them out till Monday. So, but I lowered the price of all this stuff for you guys for the cop cards and the trifolds. I even lowered the price of the hoodies because I'm only charging $5 shipping and handling on the hoodies, and the price of shipping and handling is between $15 and $25. But I make $20. I make $25 per hoodie. That's how much money I make, just so you guys know. The hoodies cost me $25 to make, and then I sell them for $55 or $60. Your shipping is going to cost between $15 and $25. So I make between $20 and $25 per hoodie. That's how much money I take in, so that I'm being transparent with you guys. On the t-shirts, there's a little better margin. Well, not really. I sell the t-shirts for $35. So about $20. I make about $20 on the t-shirt. So I just want you guys to know what I'm making, so that you guys don't, I can't stand someone gouging me. So I make $25. That's how much money I make per hoodie. So I just want you guys to know, I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable to me that the parents of Ironton haven't gone to the city council meeting and said, why are there male cops in the female bathroom of a high school? I'm not sure if you guys know this or not. I'm not sure if you know this or not, but there was a big sociological study done on the attractiveness of women. And what they did is they cut out the shape of a woman, and they went to indigenous tribes. They went to tribes that hadn't been contacted. They went to England. They went to Russia. They went to Asia, the continent of Asia. They went to Australia. They went all over the world, and they showed the different shapes and sizes of women. And people picked out what the shape and the size, no face, just an outline, a cardboard outline. And they picked the shape that they liked. And amazingly, in every continent across the world, Everybody for the majority, picked this one outline of a woman. Okay. Then in that study, they continued and they asked, what age do you find this woman to be the most attractive? And they showed this woman from 18 years old up until she was 35 years old. And across the world, they picked the age of 23. 23 years old is when men find women to be their most attractive. So now when you go into and you say, what's going on? They're patting girls down in the high school at the bathroom. That is not attraction. They're not attracted to those girls. They're pedophiles. They're attracted to the power they have over another person. They're attracted to dominating and fearing and daunting and scaring a young girl. And so that's why Hanshaw is kicking all the girls out of the bathroom as he pats the girl down. Why is that happening? This isn't, put a 1 in the chat if you don't understand that. I don't understand it. Put a 1 in the chat if you don't understand why there would be a cop at a local high school going into the girls' bathroom to pat down a girl and kicking the other girls out. Put a 1 in the chat if you don't understand that. Why the is that happening? And the parents of Ironton, I warned you a year ago, a year and 7 months ago, I warned you. And now here we are right now on Christmas time, 2023. It was March or April. I think I was in Texas writing my lawsuit against Ironton in June, and I exposed Jonathan Spiljerich at that time, and he was then removed from his position. He resigned to save his pension. It's real. This is real. This isn't what I want to do. UFC fights are on. I got my buddies over. We're going to watch the UFC fights, have some chips, enjoy the night together and watch the fights. I wanted to come on here and be excited. Hey, trifolds are $20. Cop cards are $8. Like, are you kidding me? These are $30 items, $8, $20. Like, I don't know what more I can do. So I'm pretty concerned. To the parents of Ironton, Ohio, you don't have to like me to protect your daughter. You don't have to respect me to protect your daughter. You don't have to value me. You don't have to have any affection for me or any sort of, you don't even have to have gratitude for me. You don't have to. I'm okay with that. You can hate me. I'm okay with that. Have you checked with your daughter, though? Have you talked to your daughter about what's going on in the high school? Have you asked her, is Hanshaw patting down girls in the bathroom? Did you ask her that? It's a fair question, right? You could say I'm this, I'm that. You could say everything you want. I'm okay with that. A lot of people hate me. I'm fine with it. That doesn't bother me one bit. You hate me? Awesome. Drop a comment for the algorithm. Tell me how much you hate me. I don't care. Do you hate your daughter? Do you hate your son? Do you hate them too? Smile Kyle's here? Get the flock out of here. Smile Kyle's in the room? What is going on, Smile Kyle? Oh. Beth, what's going on? Beth Wrist. Wow. Beth Wrist, who's a retired cop in Ironton, said citizens of Ironton do not trust police, council, or the mayor. Fear thrives here. Well, Beth, you should do something about this. Beth, you need to go to the city council meeting. Beth was on the city council for 12 years, and she's a retired cop. Beth, you need to go and you need to share this. You need to share what I'm saying here. Beth, you're one of the people there who's the leader. Oh, Beth, hearing the same stories. Beth Wrist is hearing the same stories. Hello, Deb. How you doing, hon? Good to see you. Forgive me. I have all the I just don't understand what's going on. I don't understand why the people are not going to the city council meeting and say, that Chille guy, we hate him. We don't like him. Go ahead. Say, bash me. But why are the cops going into the female bathroom in the high school? Why is that? I mean, why? Confidential informants are telling me this. Beth Rist, who's a local there, she now comes in and says she's hearing some of the same stories. So is Beth lying then? Beth, you must be lying. Beth is lying now. Because I'm lying, so that means Beth is lying, and that means Brad is lying, and that means Tim is lying. It means all my confidential informants are lying. The high school girls who contacted me, they're lying. Everybody's lying except for the God-blessed pigs. Everybody's lying, right? There's a conspiracy here. The confidential informants are lying. The high school girls are lying. The ex-cop in Ironton is lying, and I'm lying. We're all lying, huh? Just maybe something bad is going on. Maybe, just maybe something bad is going on. I couldn't sit on this any longer. I had to bring it up. And so for the people of Ironton, for the love of God, jump in the fight. Your fight is now. How many more girls got to come forward and tell me their story? How many more people have to be raped? How many young girls have to be patted down by men and they kick all the other girls out? Me personally, I'm not attracted to undeveloped young girls. I don't have that sickness. It's not in me. I don't got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we hear the stories about grooming and pedophilia, and we, the people who are good people, we hear that story and I cringe. Like, I feel the puke in the back of my throat. Like, that's disgusting. And number one, I wouldn't want to be involved with, it's just so ridiculously stupid. I'm 49 years old. And when I talk to girls who are in their 20s, which I live in Hollywood, California. So when I go out, you meet people who are young. When I talk to people who are in their early 20s, though, they're too young for me to like have an intelligent conversation with. So I'm not really sure how people do that. Trifolds are $20. I dropped it down from 30 to 20 for today. I'm going to put these back at 30 after today. I can't afford it. It's just too much because I'm selling these at $8 now. I dropped these down to $8. The Fifth Amendment cop card, driver and non-driver, just like a credit card. They're now $8. They're now $8. Dropped this down to $20 and I redesigned it. There's a few typos in here. Those typos are now gone. $20. $20. How should I do it? Maybe if you get two, I give you one. Maybe if you get three, I give you one for free. If you get three of these, I'll give you one for free. And then that's the price. So essentially you'll get four for the price of two. So if you get three of these, I'll give you your fourth one for free. So that way you can give them out for Christmas and it costs you $60. I'm just trying to lower it down so people can get the actual trifold. Oh, you got yours? Great. I think there's Joe, I think there's a $5 shipping and handling charge on that. But if that's going to stop you from doing it, I'll give you back your $5. If you haven't, oh, Joe, I've shipped to you before. Joe, I wrote your name on an envelope before. Thanks for shopping in the store. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, 100%. Because I had to look back 3 times. I thought your last name was Pickle and it was Pickrell. So, I mean, let me just ask you guys a question. Put a 1 in the chat if you were a parent and you saw a guy on YouTube that you hated, but he said that the girls in the high school were being groomed and being raped. Would you go to your city council and say, why are there men in the girls' high school bathroom? Even if you hated my guts, put a 1 in the chat if you would go to the city council and say, hey, we don't want male cops in the female bathroom of 14 to 18-year-old developing young women. We don't want that. I mean, put a 1 in the chat if you would go and speak up and say, I don't want that to happen. Yeah. Yeah. We don't want that to happen. But yet it is happening. Yet that's exactly what's happening. That's what we're seeing. It's real. It's very real. There is some pedophilia going on. Exactly. I don't know how to say your name properly, so I don't want to butcher it. But this gentleman, Shub, I'll just call you Shub. The gentleman Shub, he's made 3 or 4 comments today that have been exactly spot on. Someone can hate the person but can't ignore the truth. You're welcome to hate me because I call them jackboot thug pigs. You're welcome to hate me because I don't trust this government. You're welcome to hate me because I refuse to take the jab. You're welcome to hate me because I see through the bullshit of government. You're not welcome to ignore the truth. You are not welcome to ignore the needs of your children. You are not welcome to ignore the pleas of the young saying, get these guys to stop raping me. You're not allowed to ignore that and still be considered a good person. You're not allowed to ignore it. Sorry. You have to take a look at what I'm saying to you. You have to sit down with your daughter and your son who's in the local high school and ask them, what are the police doing in that high school? I hate cops for sure. Hate them. I would not do something. I would not make something up like this. I mean, thank God that Beth Rist is here and she said that she's hearing the same stories. I mean, Beth, I'd love to talk. Why don't we schedule a phone call, you and I, and let's catch up. Let's you and I talk, Beth. Let's you and I have a conversation. I'd like to hear what Beth Rist is hearing. That's what I'd like to know. Beth says she's hearing the same stories. I'd like to talk to Beth Rist again. We had a great interview a year and a half ago. Let's talk again, Beth. Let's reconnect. I'll pick up the phone and I'll give you a call. I'd like to hear more stories. You're not allowed to ignore the truth. Sheb's got it right. You are not allowed to ignore the truth, even if you hate my guts. You're not allowed to ignore what I'm saying. Not and be considered a good parent anymore. I'm telling you what's happening there. Need video of Hanshaw in high school, cameras everywhere. Oh, there's cameras in the high school in Ironton? I didn't know that. April, nice to see you, hun. Good to see you. We don't stop. We don't quit. We don't take a break. There's no rest for the weary. There will be no rest for the weary. I will not stop and I will not slow down until we have this accomplished. I will not stop until this is accomplished, until we solve this, what's going on in Ironton, Ohio. There is criminal activity happening in that town. There are children who are being profiled and pedophiled and touched and groomed and raped. You don't have to like hearing it from me, but I will tell the truth. I don't care if it brings me problems. I don't care. Excuse my language. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I care about the truth. I care about justice. To me, your opinions, I don't give a damn. I care that you actually stop what's happening to the local high school girls in Ironton. RJ, so RJ said he's on a fixed income. RJ, I knocked this down to $8, buddy. But if you can't afford it, I'll email it to you for free. You got to get it printed out yourself. But I'll email this to you. I'll email you the cop card and I'll email you the trifold as well. And you'll have to get it printed out yourself. But I'll send this to you for free. Just contact me. Go to my website, deletelaws.com. Go to contact and put free trifold on the contact, and I'll email it to you for free. Okay? So that everybody can participate here. Yeah. Milton said it right there. Do what's right for the kids. Do what's right for the kids. Don't allow this to happen in your town. Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you what's going to happen. There's going to be some people who sit on this. There's going to be some people who rest on it and say, I'll look at it later. And then you're going to find out later that it was your daughter who's being touched. That's what you're going to find out. And you're going to be so broken over it. You're going to say, I didn't believe that guy on YouTube. And when your daughter's crying when she's 20, 24, 28, when she's in a rehabilitation center because being groomed and then raped by the police was too much for her. And so she went to drugs and she couldn't turn to you and she couldn't turn to the local authorities. And so she turned to the only outlet that would numb the pain, the meth. And when your daughter finally breaks down and she's 24, 25, 26 in the rehab and you come for the parents meeting and this is her 4th rehab and she finally says, the local cops raped me and I couldn't tell you. And now I've gone through 8 years of hell. That's how it goes. This isn't the topic I wanted to cover tonight. This isn't what I wanted to talk about. However, when I called Brad yesterday and I talked to Brad on the phone, I said, Brad, I can't sit on this anymore, buddy. I said, I can't. So I sent him a copy of the audio and he said, that's fine. And we threw a little misdirection in there so that we could kind of throw people off as to who Brad is. But we did it. We did it. We did it. Daryl's got it right there. Daryl's got it right. Trifolds are $20. Trifolds are $20. I lowered the price for Christmas. Fifth Amendment cop cards are $8. $8. $8 for Fifth Amendment cop cards right now. Hoodies are in. Hoodies are ready to go. All the hoodies are in. We don't stop. Hoodies are in. We don't stop. The hoodies are in. We don't stop. Hoodies are in. And on the back, it says Team DLZ. That's the back of it. Hoodies are in. Hoodies are in. I agree with you. Wow. Ironton Katie said, please help us. Please help. Hoodies are in. Team DLZ. There they are, right there. Team DLZ hoodies are in. And then on the front, it says, we don't stop. So. Oh, you got it? You finally got it, Shanta? Thank God. Shanta, your originally envelopes came back to me early this week on Monday. So that means I reshipped them on Monday. And I was just broken about getting a half a dozen envelopes back. I was like, fudge, people are not going to. That may be true that the age of consent in Ohio is 16, but it's not for grooming. You can't groom junior high school girls and freshmen in high school who are 13, 14, 15 years old and then sleep with them when they're 16. That's still statutory rape. There's no such thing as the age of consent is 16. Got you coming, man. Got you. I tried to ship out the hoodies today and we couldn't get them done. There was just too many things going on. So yeah, it's yeah. I wanted to celebrate with you guys today. You know, I wanted to lower the price of the Trifold, lower the price of the cop card, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to wow, lot of support in here for Beth Wrist. Pretty crazy. Let's reconnect, Beth. I want to hear your stories. I want to hear the stories that you're hearing, and maybe I can put you in touch with, I don't know if the confidential informants will talk to you because you're an ex-cop, but I'll see if they'll talk to you. I'll see if they'll have a conversation with you, Beth. I'd like if you could maybe sit down with the confidential informants. I don't know if they'll trust you. You're an ex-cop. I never said I learned how to put a sweatshirt on, okay? I never said I learned how. I put this thing on backwards after I took my time. We don't stop. We don't stop. Hoodies are in. And this is nice hoodie, man. Top of the line. This is a top of the line hoodie. This hoodie will last for years. This is the best hoodie that you can buy on wholesale market. I spent top of the line money. I spent the most money that I could on the bet. Because remember, I personally go down and pick out the hoodie. I personally go down to the silk screener and drop it off. So the silk screening on here, everything I personally did myself. I know a lot of people in the room are sick. Chevy, we don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. A lot of support for Beth Wrist here tonight. That's great. Come by the live stream more often, Beth. We need to reconnect anyway. This was I know that the people of Ironton are now talking about this because in small towns, people talk. And I know for a fact that people are hearing this right now. People are hearing what's happening. And I hope you're talking to your daughter. I hope you're talking to your son. What about the junior high school girls that Jonathan Spoljarek? So just so you know, Jonathan Spoljarek was a resource officer at the junior high school, if I remember the story correctly. Jonathan Spoljarek groomed a junior high school girl. Then when he was at the high school, when she was at the high school, he then did what he did to her. The good thing was that she kept proof. That's the good thing. And I have seen the proof. So Jonathan Spoljarek, you don't have a chance, bud. You don't got a chance. Jonathan Spoljarek, please sue me. Please file a defamation claim against me for saying that you're a rapist. File a defamation claim against me so I can take the evidence and prove that you did it. Do it. Give me that chance, because then the parents of Ironton, Ohio will say, holy shit, he wasn't lying. I'm not lying. I don't need to sit up here and talk shit for people to pay attention to me. If I walk out on that street right there and I turn my camera on, hundreds, even thousands of people come and listen. So I don't need this. And this isn't fun. Welcome to another demonetized stream because I said the word RAPE. But that's what's happening. That's what's happening. Damone, I will try to get zip up hoodies. But as you know, I can't stand spending my time shipping. I can't stand spending my time doing things that aren't, wow, a lot of support for Beth Riston here tonight. Wow, Beth, are you seeing all this? Let me see if Brad will talk to you. Let me text him. Oh, you son of a gun. The phone just died. I'll tell you this right now. If somebody told me, if I found out somehow, if somebody told me that my nephew was being groomed and then that other boys had come forward and told me that they were being groomed, and then I found out further that other boys were being RAPED. Let me tell you something. If I find out that from my nephew or my niece, God help that person if I find out you touched my nephew or my niece. God help me so that I don't go to hell for what I do to you. If I find out you touched my nephew or my niece, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you what I'll do. If you don't die, that would be the shocker. You rape my nephew, you rape my niece, and I find out about it, God have mercy on my soul for what I do. I will not tolerate it. I will not tolerate it. Wow, I'm absolutely amazed. Look at all these people. Wow, that is crazy. Sure, no problem. Sorry, I didn't see it. I didn't see it come in. Let me take a look at it. Thanks for reminding me. I'm sorry. I'm not like other YouTubers. I got kicked off junior high school cheer because I wouldn't BJ. Whoa. Wow. Is this a victim? Is Ironton Katie a victim? Ironton Katie has said a few things during this live chat. I'm getting goosebumps right now. Ironton Katie, is there something more you need to tell me? You can reach out to me anytime you want. You can reach out to me anytime you want, Ironton Katie. I want to hear your story, and I believe you. I believe you 100%. Wow. And, you guys always have to remember, Ironton Katie could be a troll. We don't know. We don't know who this person is. We have no idea who they are. So just remember. Got you, Tommy. I'm taking a look right now. I'm taking a look. Yeah, I got it. I think it's the same one you're talking about. I don't know what's true and what's not, so I want to confirm Ironton Katie before we keep going too far down this road. I do believe you, Ironton Katie. I just remember, guys, just remember, we could be being trolled. Trolls often do things to try to throw us off. Just remember that. So if you have a story to tell, then is it 3? Oh, you're in Finland? Good to see you. No problem, John. I'll get that in the mail to you right now. I would need your address. But I mean, trifolds are $20, you guys. They've always been 30 since I started selling them. They're now 20. So I put them at $20 for this live stream. I'll leave them down there for the day. But I want you guys to be able to get trifolds in your cart. If you get 3, I'll give you the 4th one for free. That way you're pretty much buying 2 and getting 2 free at the current rate, because it usually costs $60 for 2. Now, if you give $60, you get 3, and I'll give you a 4th one for free. And that's what I'm going to do during this live stream. So you got to do it during the live stream, or just a couple minutes after I get off the live stream. Yeah. I agree with you. Jeff hates pigs. It's been 18 months now when I warned you guys what the cops were doing in the high school there. Why didn't anybody go to the city council and ask, are there really male cops in the female bathroom at the high school patting them down? Put a 1 in the chat if you have a problem with trans women being in the high school women's bathroom. Put a 1 in the chat. And just so you know, I have trans people in my family. I don't have that problem. But put a 1 in the chat if you have a problem with trans women who are born biological men going into the female bathroom. Put a 1 in the chat. So there's some people here who have a problem with that. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Someone put 1 1 1. I want private bathrooms. 1 1. MT Wolf says 0. I'm with you. I have no problem with trans women going into female bathrooms, but a lot of people do. And I know that. There's good people who don't understand the trans thing. I get that. So I have no problem with those people. Shub has a problem with it as well. So we know what's happening. We know what's going on. There are full-grown men wearing a badge going into the bathroom in Ironton, Ohio, kicking the other girls out while they put a girl up against the wall and bend her over and then start patting her down. To the parents of Ironton, Ohio, why would you tolerate this? Are you a good parent or not? You will have to square this with God when you die. I warned you what was happening. You don't have to like me or respect me. I don't care. But you better goddamn listen. If it's happening to your kid, what happens next? If you didn't speak up for her, does he then text her and say, hey, sneak out your window? Come meet me at 2 o'clock in the morning down by the river? I don't understand, Deb. I can't keep up with the comments. No, I'm not. I just watch him once in a while. Who cares who I watch? You can watch anybody you want. You know, I can't keep up with all the comments. Third-party bathrooms. I mean, I listen, just to kind of let the cat out of the bag. I have 2 different trans people in my family. I have no problem with trans people. If you do, you do. I'm not going to judge you. You also might be voting for Trump, who wants to indemnify police. I hate Trump. I hate his guts. Like, you want to indemnify police, Trump? You want to make it so I can't sue cops anymore? You're my enemy, bro. I didn't used to say these things about Trump. With him saying he wants to give indemnity to cops and make it so we can't sue cops, that guy's my enemy now. That's all I do. I sue cops and I film them, and he wants to take that away from me. So it's the same thing. People who have a problem with trans people, I can't change your mind about that. What I can change your mind about, though, is should we have men going into women's locker rooms? Should we have men going into girls' bathrooms who, and by the way, the cops going into the bathroom in Ironton, they're not just going into the bathroom and supervising. They're going into the bathroom, kicking all the other girls out and then patting down the bad girls. Well, the bad girls are the ones you want, aren't they? Coppers? Don't you want the girls who are outcasts, the ones who get in trouble all the time, so you can spend one-on-one time with them? That's what it sounds like to me. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like that's exactly what they want to do. I mean, unless I'm crazy over here. And I don't think that I am. So Trifolds are $20. Trifolds. See, Just and I disagree. Just, I see you just right there. I'm going to put his thing. Just is going to vote for Trump 2020. We vehemently disagree. Okay, cool. But no one's getting raped. So I disagree. I'm voting for Bobby Kennedy. I put his promotion of Trump up on the screen. He can support Trump all he wants. Don't let them divide us. Our real issue is cops. And by the way, just Conley, Trump is a giant cop sucker. So I don't understand why you'd support him. Are you black, bro? Are you black? No, he's white. Sorry. Couldn't tell with the hoodie. It's a tiny little picture, dude, and I got glasses, so don't be offended. You wouldn't be offended if I called you white or black. Just don't be offended, whatever. I'm just saying, we've got a problem going on in Ironton, Ohio, and I've sat on this for weeks now. I haven't said anything for weeks, and my time remaining silent is now, thank you. Thank you for the nice text message. Thank you. I lowered those cop cards down to $8. Lowered those cop card downs to $8. Chuck P. When did you stop being a member? Or is that a different Chuck P? I mean, Lawrence, Mark Lawrence here. I mean, Mark, you must be new to cop watching, because he's supporting Trump too. I don't support Trump at all. I'm against him 100%. He wants to indemnify police and make it so we can't sue. So I'm against Trump. He's against my values and my morals and my ethics. So I'm against him, so Mr. Waldo Baldo's back. Haven't seen you in a minute. Waldo Baldo. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, Chuck. Chuck P is back. Well, I'm not going to put all your support for Trump up on the screen. I hate the guy. So, it is what it is. But when you guys, if Trump gets elected and you see a massive police presence in the streets all the time, we can't sue cops anymore. Just remember that you asked for this. Just remember that you asked for it. You requested this. You signed up for this. Then get help figuring it out, please. ... We absolutely need that video. ... We absolutely need that video. Next paragraph. Let me know how I can help. Next paragraph. That video will help me get the Justice Department to act on your case. I'm doing a lot. I'm doing a lot of different things, and I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. I will not stop. Don't let them divide us. Don't let them support you too, Just. God bless you, man. Support you all the way, brother. When the cops get you, you call me, dude. I'll still help you. You can vote for the dumpster fire all you want. I'm just not going to support him. I think he's a piece of shit. So you guys are welcome to do whatever you want, but I support you back, dude. You can vote for Trump, and after he creates a police state in America worse than it is, I'll still help you. I'm not going to allow politics. Look, you didn't pick Trump, and you didn't pick Biden, and I didn't pick Bobby Kennedy. Those are the fake choices that we get. You didn't pick Trump, and you didn't pick Biden, and you did not pick Bobby Kennedy. Of the three, to me, Bobby Kennedy is the worst, is the best of the three evils. So I'm going to vote for Bobby Kennedy. Chuck has contacted 3 channels in Ohio so far. Yeah, let's get some anti-Trump stuff in here for you Trump suckers. If your vote was the one that put him over the top, then I would have a problem with you. But since I'm just one person and you're one person, I'm not going to. I got no beef with you, man. I don't agree with your choice, but I'm going to vote for Kennedy. That's what I'm going to do. Good to see you, Shub. Good to see you. Shabindu. Yeah, I think that's how you say the name. Shabindu, it's good to see you, man. Lowered these down to $20 for you guys. Lowered the Trifold down to $20. And I redesigned the Trifold with the help of my buddy. Thank you, buddy, out there. You know who you are. And $20 for the Trifold now. I mean, so cheap. So cheap. $8 for the Fifth Amendment cop card now. $8. I just lowered it way down. I'm going to vote. I'm going to vote for Kennedy. But you guys don't remember, we're talking about politics right now, but it doesn't really divide me from you. I hate Trump. I hate Biden. If you're going to vote for Biden or Trump, I hate them both. But that doesn't mean that we're not on the same team. We are. So you're going to vote politically for the fake choices we got. Okay, cool. I respect you, man. I'm sorry you're going to vote for the dumpster. I'm sorry you're going to vote for Weekend at Bernie's Biden. But you know, yeah, I'm with you there. Actually, that I'm with you there. I'm with you there on Rob Swanee. But the problem with Rob Swanee for me is, well, let's see if he gets there, because I'm not going to vote in the I'm a registered independent, so I'm not going to vote in the Republican one. So, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna be honest with everybody here. Now people are throwing their political positions in here. That's cool. But listen, I just want you guys to know you can vote for whoever you want, and I'm not going to slut shame you. Okay. I'm not going to negate you or count you down or say that you're bad. I'm not going to cut you down. You can vote for whoever you want. I'm telling you, I won't vote for Trump and I won't vote for Biden. You can vote for whoever the hell you want. My whole family is chasmed over the elections and politics, and I'm not going to chasm my channel and my group of people over you're voting for Biden or Trump. I think they're both losers. I'm voting for Kennedy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to. Isaac, what's going on, buddy? Isaac said, I'm voting for Chille. Well, when I run for governor, I'm going to ask a bunch of people to move to the state that I'm running for governor in and help me campaign for a couple years for governor. So for Team DLZ Faithful, when I finally solidify the state that I'm going to run for governor in, I'm going to ask you guys to move to the state. Really, this is the fight of our lives. We change the policy of police within one state, it'll be like dominoes. Other civilians and citizens in other states will see what we did in the state that I'm governor in, and they're going to go, man, that would be great if there was a third party that got all the body cam footage. Is that a fair thing to say? That we should have a third party for body cam footage? Is that fair? That you shouldn't be charged for body cam footage? That's a fair thing to say, right? Isn't it? So the state that I'm governor in, we're going to abolish the torture chair in prisons and jails. There'll be no more torture chair. Be like a giant jump room full of plastic. Is it too much to ask that we have clocks in these dungeons so that people know what time it is? Is it too much to ask that we change out the torture cuffs for straps for people who have to be physically restrained? And then for people who don't have to be physically restrained, we go to digital detainment, where we tell the guy, hey man, you're on camera. If you don't come with me, you'll be charged with a felony. It's up to you though. You can run away. Got you. Facial recognition. Do what you want. And they're using facial recognition, so don't pretend like they're not. You can run all you want. I got you. The Ring Network will trace you. I mean, we can change this system. We can change this system. We can change it, but we have to be willing to stand together and not let them divide us. So I know I take a risk when I tell you guys how much I hate Trump and how much I hate Biden. I hate them both. I mean, Biden is gone. Biden is cuckoo. He's not there. He's got a little cheat sheet now where they say, call on this reporter, and here's the question they're going to ask, and here's the answer. That's what Biden has going on right now. That's Weekend at Bernie stuff, That's Weekend at Bernie stuff. But I will run for governor and I will win, and I'll change this system from the top down. I give you my word. I'll never stop. I'll never stop. Ever. I got 100 sweatshirts in. So if you guys want a sweatshirt, you better get one now. I got 100 of these sweatshirts in total. I have 100 in. I got 100 sweatshirts. I got the best sweatshirt you can buy. The best quality material you can buy is this sweatshirt right here. I got 100 sweatshirts in. So if you guys want to get a sweatshirt, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to spend my life creating sweatshirts and sending them out to people. But what I will do is I'll sell these 100, and then I'm going to take a break from sweatshirts for a minute. Oh, you got one, Michelle? I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear it. I'm so happy to hear it. Yep. I got you, Mingo Wingo. Mingo Wingo says that so get a screenshot, Mingo Wingo, and send me a screenshot of all those messages, and I'll take a look at them. Promise, I'll take a look at them. Give you my word. Just in time for the East Coast winter. Jim, I'm getting so many hundreds of emails right now. I have not seen my email in a minute, but I will check, and I'll look for your name. I'll try to see if I can find you. All right. Dale said, I love you dearly, but please don't ever move to Florida. I won't be running for governor in Florida. That's a fact. I'll either be running in Alaska, Oregon, Nevada, California, Arizona, New Mexico, Hawaii. I'm actually looking at West Virginia right now, but their GDP is so low, and you have to have money to change a system, and the West Virginia annual GDP is so low, and I got to make sure we have enough money to do the things I want to do as far as changing policy with policing. So there has to have some money. So I'm taking a look at that. Yeah, Maine and New Hampshire. Maine and New Hampshire. Matter of fact, I may be speaking in New Hampshire in March or April. I might be speaking at a big event in March or April. I got contacted by some of the administrators there to give a speech for freedom. So I'm considering going there to New Hampshire in March, I believe it is. And I'm considering that. So, but I will run for governor, and I'll announce where I'm going to run in 2024, and I'll set up my residency there. And I have to be a resident there for either 3 years to 7 years, depending on which state it is. And then I will run for governor, and I will win. And I will go door to door to door to meet as many people as I possibly can until I am able to win the governorship, to change the police policies from the top down, where I cannot be vetoed and I cannot be overridden. And that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. All right, I better get the flock out of here. I'm going to watch the fights with my boys tonight. I never get to sit and watch the fights. Good to see you, Jeff Hates Pigs. Good to see you, my friend. Truth of God. Good to see you, my friend. Trifolds are $20. I'll leave them at $20 for the rest of the night. I'll give it until midnight tonight. So if you see this video later, maybe I'll leave it till tomorrow. I got these down to $20 right now. I got these Fifth Amendment cop cards down to $8. $8 right now. $8. I can't do it any lower, you guys. That's as low as I can go. And I'm not going to make any dough. So I'm going to go up on these as soon as this holiday time is over. I'm going to go back. So, Mr. Bones, I got your message to give you a call. I really, I've been calling so many people this past 2 weeks because this shipping snafu that I'll try to reach out to you as soon as I can. I'm just, I don't think I'm going to run in California. I mean, it depends on how my Spanish goes this year of 2024. In 2024, I've dedicated to polishing my Spanish so I can speak Spanish, conversationally. And then I may run in California, but I have to decide by the end of 2024. By the end of 2024. All right, I'm going to get the flock out of here. You guys, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. The people of Ironton, Ohio, for the love of God, get the cops out of the girls' bathroom. McKnight and Hanshaw should be suspended until a proper investigation can be done. They should be suspended with pay until we find out what's going on. And other high school girls, other junior high school girls who the cops are touching them and grooming them, I need you to reach out to me. I need to talk to people. I need more information. Got the sweatshirts, got the sweatshirts, and I got I got the sweatshirts, and I got the Fifth Amendment cop card. And I got the, I didn't put the t-shirts online yet, but I will as soon as I start teaching Constitutional Law Scholar, and then I will. All right, listen, I'm going to get the flock out of Dodge. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. Get a trifold. If you get 3 trifolds, I'll give you the 4th one for free. So if you were going to buy 2 for $60, now you're getting 4 for $60. I really want to get these out to people. So I'm going to get the flock out of here. Shabindo, thank you for coming, man. You added a lot to this chat tonight. I appreciate it. So good to see you. Walter Chevy, love you, buddy. Merry Christmas. Barbara Budden, Merry Christmas. Mike, people news today, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Bruce, Merry Christmas. Mr. Bones, 420, Merry Christmas. Michael Dolan, my friend, Merry Christmas. Jeff Hates Pig, Merry Christmas. April, Merry Christmas. How are you? Ross, Merry Christmas. Frank, what's the matter? You? Gloria, Merry Christmas. Victor Rice, Merry Christmas. Kevin, Merry Christmas. Greg, Merry Christmas. Mikey. Gloria, Merry Christmas. Angel, Merry Christmas. Kyle, Merry Christmas, my friend. Oh, you're new today? Oh, Kyle, man. Just so you know, this YouTube has me shadow banned so bad. People who come to this channel, they specifically come to this channel. So you got to make sure they won't show my videos. They don't put my videos up. So a lot of low views, but it doesn't matter to me, dude. I'm not going to stop. Wyatt, Merry Christmas. All you STFU. Merry Christmas, my friend. Alan, Merry Christmas. Alan Hub, Merry Christmas if you're not here or not. Love you guys. V Boyer, Merry Christmas. Good to see you guys. I'll let you guys get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. And nice to see you, Denmark. Dakota Wolf, XX Geo. Good to see you, Geo. Good to see you. I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, gators.